Thursday, the 22nd of August 2024. Welcoming you once again to another edition of the Football House updates. And of course, this is a special edition, and we are broadcasting live from the Football Hotel, or if you like, the National Technical Training Center in Yundum. I am Ibrahim Suare presenting, and of course, on our menu this, is it morning or afternoon? We have a couple of things to bring to you. First, we will of course be joined by the newly appointed Women's Football Coordinator, Ms. Philomena Jata, to discuss about the trip she went to in Cape Verde, as she and her assistant recently returned from Praia in Cape Verde to undergo a 2-day capacity building program organized by the West African Football Union, WAFU. And of course, we will discuss at length and look ahead to the Gambia Football Coaches Association's Football Stakeholders Tournament, which will be the second edition. I have the chairman and the vice chairman of the organizing committee to look ahead to this year's edition. Of course, we will be joined by Mr. Ibrahim Anyasi to look at the preparation of Team GFF, because GFF, well, GFF. Don't training Buyaga. So we are going to have Allah to tell us how the preparation is going, and of course, how are they preparing for the tournament. This plus other exciting updates. This show is exclusively dedicated to latest updates from the Gambia Football Federation. That is why it is called the Football House Update. Like I said earlier, I am Ibrahim Suare, and of course, but today we will do a special thing. Unusual, but frankly, this is someone who has been a voice behind the Scorpions of the Gambia. He has been a voice behind Steve Biko Football Club, and again, a voice behind all the teams that are from Bakau. Here is his workplace, so we decided to drag him to the show, and of course, those of you who have not seen him for a while will get to see him at his best. I have the honor to introduce Baji of Steve Biko, Baji of the Gambia national team, to, of course, roll back the years and show us, the Baji that people have been missing for a while.
Thank you very much, Ibrahima. My name is Alansana Baji, Commander Nolohar Presi. I am in a National Scorpion Fans Club. I'm a member of National Scorpion Fans Club, and itself member of Steve Biko.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Sanjani mana Sanjani jara mahale Scorpions. Sanjani mana Sanjani jara mahale Scorpions. Sanjani mana Sanjani jara mahale Scorpions. Safa safi lesi nyama oe safu insili sabanzulu ale chele susula oye cheleliko ululu Scorpions.
Killing them all, like boys will inspire Munna. Hey boys, come on! So what killing them all?
Thank you very much. Mana mana ye Sanjani jarama hale scorpion. Sanjani ye mana mana ye Sanjani jarama hale scorpion. Sanjani ye boom. Sanjani ye boom. Mana mana ye Sanjani jarama hale scorpion. Sanjani ye mana mana ye Sanjani jarama hale scorpion. Sanjani ye Sanjani ye boom. Mana mana e Sanjani jarama hale scorpions.
Thank you, Baji. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I guess Hamgarek enjoying Genko like we do. You know, this is how he does his thing. This is the usual Baji we know. You know, with Steve Biko, with the Scorpion Fans Club. So, what a better way to start this special edition of the Football House Update. And I am Ibrahim Asware, in case you need a reminder. And I have the honor to introduce my guest. At my far left is Alhaji Ahmad Cham, the Secretary General of the Gambia Football Coaches Association. He is also the chairman of the organizing committee of the footballers stakeholders tournament. And on my immediate left is Coach Lamin Sane. He is the PRO of the Football Coaches Association, also double as the vice chair of the organizing committee for the stakeholders tournament. It's a pleasure to have you once again. Coach, let me start with you, chairman. Welcome on board.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here. Greetings to everybody who is watching this live program. Happy to talk about the stakeholders tournament. And this year we decided to have some changes in the organization, which I will delve into as the program goes in.
Okay, interesting enough. You know, I think I should say congrats, because there are rumors going around town, huh? Which included both of you, you know. Coach Cham and Coach Sane, you guys have been all over social media this past few weeks or month. But then, all the same, it's all for the right reasons. But then, Coach, this is the second edition, right? Take us through the idea behind organizing such a tournament. We know the Coaches Association have been here, and since you guys came into office, you've been trying to create things. But then this one, why you know, organizing or thinking about having a stakeholders tournament?
Thank you very much. For me, it's no more rumors. I think it's confirmed that I've signed to join Samga Football Club as the head coach.
Congratulations.
And regarding the tournament, I believe this is not the second time it is happening. It have been happening after a period. It died down because when Paf Fai was president, we used to have it. Those days, then former second vice president Langton Bongtamba General used to play for both the coaches and the fan club. So it started with the coaches and the journalists. Then we felt we should not only play with the journalists, we decided to involve all those people who are stakeholders in the game. And we started it. The first edition was played at the Independence Stadium when the coaches defeated the journalists by 13-0.
Ah.
Yes, and the
SGAG.
Yes, the other time it was played at the Birkama Mini Stadium. Also, the coaches played the final against Birkama United, and the coaches won the tournament that year too. So for me, yes, it had been happening, but last year when we came into the executive,
That's how the revival took
Then
place.
we started reviving it through the leadership of the president, Keba Toure. We revived it, and it took place last year. Now, the stakeholders tournament is named after the president of the Gambia Football Federation, Mr. Lamin Keba Bajo. And we felt it's important this time, instead of teams playing once and go home, we felt it's important to change the dynamics where we follow good practices. When I say we follow good practices, when you look at FIFA, when they have their congresses or their meetings, they organize football matches within, during these congresses or during their meetings, to make sure that the football stakeholders in FIFA are in a position to know each other. So we took a leaf from that to say this time, instead of just having it a team play today and rest, we want all the stakeholders to come together at one time, stay the whole day together, chit chat, make friends, people will network, talk, and you'll see that people with different ideas will come together and we'll discuss and come to terms in certain things. It does not mean that we have to agree on everything. We will have our differences, and our differences will always be there. But the objective of the Coaches Association in organizing this in collaboration, because the GFF is also taking great part in the organization, because it is sponsored by the Football Federation, but it's a program that is organized by the Gambia Football Coaches Association. So the belief is we want the football stakeholders to have that cordial relationship where I don't have to see somebody and start finding out who's the person. When we are together for a whole day, it breaks a lot of barriers.
Absolutely.
And that is the objective of the Gambia Football Coaches Association, making sure this time, instead of doing it as the usual way, we want to make it in the form of a football jamboree, where everybody comes together. We are all camped here. We have our food, we have our lunch, we have our refreshment, and we go and play football. And during this period, we'll be talking when we have breaks and all those things. So the primary reason is to foster cordial relationship between the football stakeholders.
Interesting. Now that the format, you've decided that the format will be changed. So far, how is preparations going on, going ahead of, the commencement? As you rightly said, it's going to be a one-day thing, a football jamboree. But what are some of the things you guys have so far done, and what do you expect to be doing now against the day?
Yeah, the GFC as a stakeholder cannot just get up and organize it. We have to inform and seek advice from our overseers, that is the Gambia Football Federation, which the GFCA is a stakeholder. The letters have been written to the Gambia Football Federation about it, and letters have been written to the stakeholders, or the 8, because we decided to use 8 teams, and all the 8 teams by now have received their letters and know the format that we are going to do it, which, as I said, the letters are gone. We are on the preparation for the ground. The ground is secured. We are working on other logistics, such as a PA system, making sure that the tents are available for the teams when they are not playing, when they are on break, when they are resting, when they are preparing. They have a set where they are going to sit and prepare for their games. And the trophies, we already have a budget for everything, and the trophy for the winner will be we are going to buy it today, and when we buy it, it will be readily available for whoever is going to win the tournament, and it's going to be very interesting anyway. But the preparation at high GS, almost all what we need to do is done, just waiting for the day to kick off and take it to the next level.
Interesting. Now let me bring in your your vice or your deputy, Coach Lamin Sane. Like I said earlier, and you two have been, your name have been making rounds in the social media. What can you tell us? What are the latest?
The latest, as far as the stakeholders jamboree is concerned, is football. It's a collective sport, and it being a collective sport, nationally or internationally, different stakeholders have to come together for a particular match to go ahead. If it's an international match, the ministry, the GFF, the fans club, the security, the coaches, they all have to come together for the successful hosting of that match. If it is a local match, the same sequence follow suit. So in general, from the convention, we took it upon ourselves now. We want to see more collective and collaborative efforts in going forward so that the results will be forthcoming. The more we play collectively in our different roles, it enhances performance and it will give us results. So that is why we feel like these stakeholders are the primary stakeholders for a national or international match to go ahead. Bringing them together, networking, some misconceptions, or if there is a match, there will be a communication breakdown. When the heads meet on a particular day from almost 8 hours together, they can even have sideline discussions, etc. So we believe in teamwork. That is the trend at international level now. You can say at international football now, if a particular team or a club or a nation did underachieve, instead of blaming each other, they sit in a round table and look for solutions. And bringing these people together for a whole day, those are the things, those are the barriers we want to break, so that they can come together and they can network, they can talk to each other, and it becomes more lively, and we socialize. So that's the whole idea.
Exactly.
And it's not like we are coming here for somebody to win or for somebody to lose. There is no winner, there is no loser. And these are football executives, football, different roles and responsibilities. They have to come together, and it will help better Gambian football. And by the way, I have to bring special greetings from the president of the GFCA and its membership to the football family in the whole country, and also to the GFF leadership. And the GFF as an institution headed by Mr. Bajo and his able executive committee members have been very supportive in the agendas of the GFCA in trying to move football to the next level.
Exactly.
So, but also the General Secretary and the Secretariat staff are really doing so much great things behind the scenes, which our President and the General Secretary are always on the phone, and we have 2 or 3 meetings, the Secretary General the other time with the President, the other time myself, the President and the GS. We have meetings to make sure these events become successful. That is why we said we need to bring everybody, as my boss alluded earlier, to bring everybody together, and we spend the whole day together.
Exactly.
So that's it.
Exactly. Now that from Ahmad, we understand it's going to be 8 teams. Who are the teams? And I heard you said mention the ministry. Which teams are going to
Teams
participate?
are the GFCA, that is the Police Association, the GFF, NSC / the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the Scorpions Fans Club, the medics, the security, the referees, and SJAG, and these are the 8 teams that are participating.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you can see these are in a particular match day. All these different stakeholders are very important for the successful hosting of a national league match or an international
game.
match.
Absolutely.
So it is
Absolutely.
very important.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. The format has been changed from the inception. It was like a tournament that teams will a fitness tournament.
Yeah.
But now it has been changed to a one-day football jamboree or stakeholders football jamboree that all the teams are going to be gathered. I think it's going to be here at the NTTC, right?
Yes, it's going to be hosted at the NTTC here. The events will start as early as 9 a.m.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, has the balloting been done?
Yes, the balloting is done, and teams are fully informed through our Assistant Secretary General, and so we have some intriguing fixtures that will entice, and we are even urging the general public to come and see, and even in one of our roundtable meetings, as far as this stakeholders tournament is concerned, this year might be a bit late, but next year we want to also have a symposium like bringing these stakeholders in under one roof and discussing the pros and cons of their different institutions in the organizations of matches domestically and internationally. So this is something the GFCA is thinking to bring all these people together on a one day, from the ministry, from the GFF, the GFCA. Then we sit after the football match, we come to the Bantaba here, we have presentations, etc. It will also enlighten the general public the nitty-gritties that are involved in organizing matches, because somebody will sit outside and thinking just to organize a match is very easy. So things like that. So we need to adjust. We need to adjust. So that we can all be progressive thinking. For example, like recently we've all seen Yankuba Minte played in the Premier League, and he has a head injury, and the regulation stated that he needs to be substituted immediately. But sometimes when it happens locally from Northern, third division, second division, the fans will be saying, "Oh, Bailen Komu play, leave him to play." And I even hear
one more if that person is a star of the team.
And recently I hear the first vice president, Mr. Bakari Jame, who is a certified CAF and FIFA match commissioner A class, trying to enlighten myself and other people that a head injury is a substitution straight away. And these things are important. So in a day when we have a symposium, maybe the first vice president can come and elaborate some of the latest trends that CAF is using when there's a head injury. So that is why we say the fans club, we say the security, we say the medics. So if they sit on a round table, even some coaches, their players will have certain injuries, and they will say the player to carry on, etc. So we want to see collective efforts in going forward.
Interesting. I think that will be an added, advantage as per the food. It's not all about only playing football, but like you said, and Ahmad, it's about fostering that cordial relationship between the different sectors that are always present whenever there is a football match, whether national or international. I think it's important that the medics, the journalists, the Gambia Football Federation, the ministry, and all of these sectors come together under one umbrella, at least have fun, joke about things. But again, it's important. I think that symposium aspect, that symposium part of things, which you are thinking of, introducing next year, I think that will be vital, because I think that is something you guys during the convention you've tried to introduce new topics, engage people that normally coaches will not interact with, but again it has to do with their job. I think that will be very important.
Quickly, the rundown of fixtures. The first match, that is an early morning kickoff, that is GFF versus SJAG, that's 9 a.m. That's the first match. And then we'll have the fans club versus the security, that's 10 a.m. And GFCA, which is going to be a cracker against Moise, which we want the minister to come. So, and also,
so you guys are going to play against the ministry?
Yeah, against the
ministry / National
Sports Council, and the medics will take up with the referees. So interesting matches coming.
Interesting. So what is the format? It's going to be a knockout.
It's a knockout format. When we have 8 teams, 4 will go out, and then we'll have the semi-finals, and we'll have the finals.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Coach Champ, it's a knockout format. One will tend to, how are you guys going to incorporate all this into a single field? I know you say it's a whole day thing, but how many minutes are we going to play?
Yeah, because most of the people who are going to play are elders. They are not active players. The time will not be more than 30 minutes, between 25 to 30 minutes. It's not going to be more than that every half. First half 25 and second half 25. Then we'll be in a position to chit chat, when you play, you start talking. At the end of the game, you continue your discussions. And we'll encourage all the teams that come to play to make sure that even at the end, if you go out, don't just say we're out of the tournament and pack your things and go home. Want everybody to stay. That is why we are going the extra mile to make sure that we have tents that will be in a position to accommodate all the teams to sit, rest, and take care of themselves without any disturbance.
Interesting. And thank you so much. Unless if you have something else to add on, then we will allow you guys to go and continue. I know the KM, Coaches Association also is having a dealizing course currently at the NTTC, and you guys have been, at the forefront as instructors and support staff.
They will be here on time to make sure that they do justice to the occasion, because it is the first time it is happening like this in a jamboree. And when it happens like this, we want all of them to be here on time, and we start on time, make sure that we gain time and finish on time, that all the teams that are continuing from the semi-final to the finals will have the rest they deserve to play their finals. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, Coach Chane. By the way, remind us the date.
The date is on Sunday, the 24th. It's on Sunday at the National Technical Training Center. We are urging everyone to come and support, and they will see football executive, and we are even expecting the Minister of Youth and Sports, who has been pushing his people at the NSC in making so all arrangements as far as their team is concerned. But mind you, our President Keba Toure is leaving no stone unturned, and we are even allocating match bonuses to our players. So we don't want to leave any stone
GFF,
unturned.
you guys should also have match bonus there.
So
you should create something.
So we are not leaving anything on stone as far as the GFCA is concerned. But it's a family gathering.
Absolutely.
And the institution, Gambia Football Federation, bankrolling everything. We are very happy, from the president, the first VP, Mr. Jame, and all the executive members, and the head of the secretarial staff, the GS, and everybody who has been supporting behind the scenes. We appreciate it, and we'll do our final meeting this evening to make sure all the logistics are in place.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, and Coach Lamin Sane and Coach Amat Cham, who have been with us for the past 20 minutes or so to look ahead to the stakeholders tournament that is scheduled for this Sunday at the late Usman Saho football field. And be reminded that this is the GFF Football House update, and we are broadcasting. This special edition is coming to you live from the Football Hotel, or if you like, the National Technical Training Center, NTTC in Yundum, as we look ahead to the Football Jamboree, or Football Stakeholders Jamboree. Now moving on, before I bring on the next guest, and we just look at this beach soccer story, as the Gambia Football Federation 2024 beach soccer final came to an, the beach soccer tournament concluded last weekend, as which featured an end-to-end match between Gunjur Dabanani FC and Kunkujang Friends FC. After a fiercely contested game that ended in a trailing 6-6 draw, the match proceeded to a dramatic post-match penalty shootout. In an electrifying atmosphere filled with excitement, Gunjur emerged victorious with a 6-5 win in the penalty shootout, claiming the 2024 championship trophy. The event was presided over by the GFF President Lamin Kaba Bajo, Chairman of the Beach Soccer Committee, Mr. Abu Khan, General Secretary Lamin M. Jase, and other executive members, alongside Mr. Abdoulaye Sise, the Director of Competitions for WAFU Zone A. The match attracted hundreds of spectators who, of course, were at the sidelines cheering their respective teams. As champions, Gunjur received a giant trophy gold medals and a cash prize of $75,000, whilst Kunkujang Friends as runners-up were awarded $50,000 and silver medals. Steve Biko and Tujereng, who finished in third and fourth place respectively, each received $30,000 and $20,000 respectively. Now, and moving on, still on other matters, the Gambia Football Federation President Lamin Kaba Bajo on Wednesday received the management of Red Scorpions Football Club, who made a courtesy visit to him at Football House in Kanifing. The visit came after the club's return from their maiden participation in the CAF Women's Champions League WAFU A qualifiers in Sierra Leone. Head coach Chorombenga Nyasi expressed gratitude to Football House for the support extended to Red Scorpions to participate in the Champions League qualifiers. She said, "We have come to you to show our appreciation for the support your office provided to us during our debut in the CAF Women's Champions League qualifiers. We are grateful, and as this support has helped us immensely to reach this stage," she stressed. Assistant coach Sunanjai also echoed similar remarks, noting that the GFF provided assistance despite the short notice. "We wanted to come personally to say a big thank you for your support and to express our hope for continuous assistance," she added. GFF first Vice President Bakari K. Jammeh congratulated the Red Scorpions for their efforts and participation, describing it as an honor to represent the country. Since 2014, the Kaba-led executive has prioritized football development, particularly bringing women's football at par with the men. Today, the Red Scorpions has demonstrated that we can achieve this, as they are the only team representing the Gambia at CAF Champions League. He remarked, Mr. Jammeh also shared a brief history of women's football in the Gambia, highlighting the progress made in perception and support over the years. He commended the team for their dedication and assured them of the Federation's continuous support. On his part, the GFF President, Mr. Lamin Kaba Bajo, also congratulated Red Scorpion for their performance and resilience, calling them ambassadors of the nation. "We recognize that it was not an easy task, but your performance was incredible, and we should all be proud of your achievements," including the individual awards received in some matches. Mr. Kaba stated he further reaffirmed his commitment to supporting and improving women's football, aiming to bridge the gap between the men's and women's game. He expressed gratitude to Red Scorpion for representing the Gambia in the qualifiers, noting that they are the first female team to do so at a time when male teams have not been participating in the past few years. "We are all learners in this situation, as it is the first time a women's team represents the Gambia. I'm sure we will learn and prepare better to improve in the upcoming competition. It is a responsibility, and it will be better," he stated. The GFF boss will, while reaffirming his commitment to supporting women's football, encourage Red Scorpion to keep on the good work. The meeting was chaired by GFF General Secretary Lamin M. Jasi, who was also attended by Finance Director Kemo Sise and Hadi Sane of Red Scorpion. Meanwhile, as mentioned earlier, I am also pleased to introduce my panelists in the second part of the program. That is Ms. Philomena N. Jata, and of course, Mr. Ibrahim Nyasi. Ms. Philomena N. Jata is the newly appointed Women's Football Coordinator, and of course, she recently returned from Praia in Cape Verde, where she and her assistant, Angelique Mendy, attended a 2-day capacity building program on women's football, organized by the West African Football Union Zone A, that is WAFO. Ms. Jata, good afternoon and welcome to this platform.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming on board. Now, take us through, I describe you as, the newly appointed, but I know you've spent a few weeks now into your new job, and again, you travel to Cape Verde. But tell us, how did you find, your new role?
Thank you very much, sir. My name is Mrs. Philomena Jata. I am the newly appointed Women Football Coordinator. Thank you very much, GFF board, for giving me the opportunity and having the trust in me on my ability to choose me out of the lot. I'm not the only female and I'm not the best, but out of the lot you have chosen me. I'm very grateful for the selection, and I promise to lead with my heart.
Absolutely.
From experience, I will adjust to strategies and move forward in achieving the objectives and goals of women football in the country. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure. Now, you are stationed at the Technical Training Center, surrounded with some brilliant people. I must say, the technical director, the grassroots football manager, some, regional coaches. But now tell us your new environment, the work, and how are you managing?
Thank you, sir. It's not like I'm new in the system. I'm not new. I have been coming here for workshops and I'm meeting the same people. We have at my left-hand side here, Mr. Ibrahim Anyasi and our technical director, Sandong. They have been very grateful to me since the initial start of my job. They are very good. They have been guiding me through, and I have been welcomed from the deepest of their heart, and they have given me the forum to be comfortable and feel at home, and they have been guiding me through, and I have been following their activities like these coaching courses that they have with the convention. We have the West Coast coaching course here. They did now D-Lansing, now is KM. They have been putting us through with my assistant Angelique, and we are very much grateful. It's like we have been here for years, just only resuming work in August 1st, and we are just like we have been here for ages.
Absolutely.
So I'm really grateful for this team. Yeah,
They've
they are
given-
the best of me.
they've
You have
gi-
given me the best team so far,
Absolutely.
and I'm very much grateful to Mr. Kaba. Thank you very much for giving me these wonderful people. Yeah, I never knew that I can ever work with these such beloved guys, and that is the opportunity that was open to us. That was the first day of work. We were noticed that we'll be traveling on the 17th and 18th to Praia in Cape Verde. It was like a dream come true. We want to experience something before the start of work proper, which we really got, and we thank God and the GFF body for that opportunity. They could have used other people and say, these people are still new, let's give them chance whilst these other ones go. But they have the belief, they have the trust in us that we can do it. And we are very grateful. Going to Praia was a very great opportunity to us. Meeting Aisha Veronique Malak as the manager of CAF was just like we were still in the Gambia.
In the Gambia, absolutely.
When I saw the face of Vero, I said, today I'm going to be myself because Vero is in front of me. So we need such opportunity, and we have learned a lot from success stories from countries like Liberia. They give us their success stories, and Mauritania, their challenges that they're facing as a federation. Looking at Mauritania's challenges, we say that Gambia, then we are a step forward. So we will not say that Gambia, we are at nothing in female football. In women's football, Gambia, we are at something. So, and we are very much grateful having the experience to go and experience many different cultural differences. You have religional differences all over. People come in with their points of view, and we learning from them was a very great opportunity, because there are others who have been there for 5 years, 10 years in the system as coordinators, as managers in their various country, but us going there new and learning is like we went to collect from them.
Absolutely.
It's yes, we went and collected their idea, many things, experiences, their challenges, and we are back home to implement it as coordinators. And Angelique is not a new person to me. We have played in Brikama United. She have played with me before I quit, because I was posted as a teacher. I was a teacher before. I was posted in Region 6. That's where I move out from football till when I came back again and continue. So it was a very challenging thing for me, being a teacher at the same time a player. But I'm very grateful that I'm giving back the opportunity to come back again and give back to the nation.
Exactly.
So it is a challenge. I am challenged to do something for the Gambia Women's Football Federation, and by the grace of God, I'm going to do my best.
Absolutely.
Seeing Veronique and
Bala, I mean, yeah,
taking the next level.
Yeah.
So we are going to move the women's football in the country to the next level.
Okay. So you mentioned about the challenges of the
challenges and success of
the
yes,
Mauritania and the success of the Liberian FA. But what are some of the things that really caught your eye and you said, well, this is it, this is what we plan to do, and this is how we're going to do it when we return home?
Thank you very much. That is like the recommendation. After the end of the workshop, we put in recommendations by the CAF women's head of women's football in CAF, that is Maxrim.
Okay.
We highlighted on the increase of women's participation in the country, and also looking for sponsorship in a way that there will be no excuse to say that we wanted to do these activities, but because of fund we weren't able to. So like there will be no excuse given to say we cannot do this or that because of fund. And we also want to improve competition, more competition in the region, across the region, not only in one region like West Coast or Region 2, but across from Region 1 to Region 6. So as the women's football coordinator, I'm tasked to implement this across all regions in the country. Yes, and which I will never fail. Yes, and again, we have learned to move on with challenge, just like the Mauritanians. There is no concrete federation for women's football. They don't have such opportunity like we are given.
Wow.
And they're still doing wonders.
Because they normally participate in WAFU
Yes.
Tournaments and
Yes, and they don't have a specific structure like we have it here.
Oh.
And they're still doing it. So why not we having the structure, we having the opportunity all given by the president and our senior staffs? So it is a tax and it is a force, a must that we have to implement all this.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I know, coming back home, women's football have been developing. I've just finished, before introducing you, reading the Red Scorpion FC, that participated in for the first time, in the qualifiers for the WAFU, CAF Champions League. And again, we have so many women's first, second, even third division at and all over the country, unlike before. What assurance are you giving, or are you going to give the girl child who lives in, Sarepate, those remote villages that, just come out, bring your talent, and we will support you?
Thank you very much, sir. I'm giving assurance to every girl child all over the country, because I have been posted up to Nyaminari.
Yeah.
We went there
Then
for Red Cross. I was in Numia for 4 years. So, like, wherever you are, have this assurance, have this confidence that we are going to bring you, or we are going to see you, we are going to see your talent, because we are going to do talent promotion.
Okay.
We are going across the country, and wherever you are, don't feel bad thinking that your talent is not recognized. We are going to pick you out no matter how far you are. As far as you are in the Gambia, we are going to reach you, and you are going to come down and represent the country in the future.
Interesting. You know, su ma nekkoon jigéen sa jigéen bu ndaw léegi fu mu nekk nii dinaa gën a sawar gën a waay yow. waaye ñoom Mariama ñi no du kooma Bojang laa wax moom ayut.
Bojang ñu na start.
Ki ayut. You know, that's Miss Philomena N. Jata. I'm sorry, Mrs. Philomena N. Jata, the GFF Women's Football Coordinator. Now, let me introduce Mr. Ibrahim Anyasi, you know, the GFF Grassroots Football Manager. You know, Mr. Anyasi is specifically here to talk about the preparation of the GFF, that is Team GFF, ahead of the stakeholders tournament. But again, I will use this opportunity, you know, for us to discuss a little bit about Philo and Angelique, you know, women's football in general in the country. You've worked with Seni and Vero, you've mentored them, you've guided them until now. They are over there, you know, having better jobs. Vero is with the West African Football Union, that is WAFU, and Seni is with Horsens in Denmark, a male team. You know, now tell us, you know, a little bit about your interaction with Philo and Angelique so far.
Thank you very much, Ibrahima. I think Philo and Angelique, when they were appointed, the first day they started, and up till now, it's been beautiful. It's been so far very good. They've been very accommodative also, very friendly, and up to task with what we are doing. Like Angelique, like Philo said, she is not new.
Exactly.
Angelique also is not new. Both of them are not new to football. They're just new
in their roles.
GFF,
yeah,
in the work, posted here at the technical department. But so far, everything is working very well. For me, what I've seen just is a continuation of Seni and Vero. That is what I told people. They've given us another Seni and Vero. So for me, they're not new. The system is not even new. It's just a continuation of what those people were doing here. So that is what we continue with them. So it's absolutely going very, very well, very well.
As the grassroots football manager, I know women's football is part of it. It's also key, you know, among your agenda and target areas. How do you think you are going to collaborate, work with them to make sure that, like she said, that child living in the remotest village will have the opportunity whenever, you know, the talents are there?
It's not about thinking how I'm going to work with them. It's just like I said, it's about the continuation.
Okay.
Because the working relationship was there ever since. So that is what we are just here to continue, what we have been doing. What the women football coordinators we are doing, they have never done it without my involvement.
Exactly.
So it's the same thing that's we're going to continue. Yes, he said, trying to get every girl child to play football. That has been our motivation. That has been our slogan. It will continue to be. So what I'm going to do is just to support them very much as I was doing. Yes. So
yeah.
The process continues.
Sure. I remember the Live Your Dreams. I remember
Live Your Goals.
Live Your Goals.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember the U17 League that we travel every weekend to Jarasoma and Bansang. You know, I think most of the players that featured in the, during that league are the same players we have seen, you know, develop to national team players. They've developed to playing in some of the well and best teams in the country.
Exactly. At the level we are, it's about development. And the women, that under-17 league project was about building players from the youth level, from the grassroots and youth level. And you can see some of the players that we've seen in Jarasoma. We've identified many to certain first and second division clubs. And those are the players we've seen been playing in the league week in, week out, and a lot of them have qualified to get to the U20 and all that. So it's about development, and that is the focus. That is what we are gonna after.
And another project is on, that is the talent identification scheme. We've went on a tour. We've also identified some female players that will also be included in that scheme.
Yes, the talent identification scheme is on. It has been approved since when the FIFA consultant for our area, Dominic, came here. We went around, scouted many players, and created training centers in each of the regions. So we'll be monitoring those training centers. And the Greater Banjul area also, we've gathered some players that we presently train. As I'm speaking now, even the August window for the second financial support has opened. We are on that process.
Okay.
And I'll be able to tell you that I have successfully submitted our application for the Gambia.
Wow.
And if it goes through, we will roll the second part of the talent development project, that is getting U13 and U15 players that will be trained for possible integration to under 17 and under 20 youth national teams.
I have no doubt that it will be successful.
Inshallah. Yeah.
Now, back to why you are here. That is to talk about the GFF. The stakeholders football jamboree. Now it's a one-day tournament, unlike the previous years when it used to be, kind of a fitness tournament. But tell us, Team GFF, because this is our platform. So yenen team see, this is our platform. So
we're gonna only talk about us.
Yeah, this is our platform. So tell us. I understand the team has been training for a while now, and the training has featured some.
Yeah, first of all,
members of the GFF.
First of all, I'll commend the Gambia Football Federation and the Gambia Football Coaches Association for coming up with this initiative. This is a platform that will bring all players in terms of football development in the country. But they feel with fun, with laughter, and competition on football. So it's a great initiative, and I hope the format that is taken this year around is really very good.
Exactly.
Having a one-day competition from morning to the evening, after where we will crown a champion. This is very good. So far, so good on our preparations, the GFF team. But I'll commend our coordinator, that is Abdullah Damfa Aima. He has been very strong on the WhatsApp page of the GFF, and also sending people private messages so that they can come for training. We've started training. Everything is going good at the moment. But there are other players that I think they should also come so that to join us in these last 2 days. You have Kemo, Finance. He has been coming, doing very well. Ismaila also is there. Even the communications director, your boss, Babukar. But he missed many chances yesterday against the Scorpion Fans Club.
What was the scores?
We won 5-4. Well, Omar Toure, I did. James Manager scored a brilliant goal yesterday. And he also hit the woodwork from a free kick.
Throughout this morning, he was like, my free kick go.
But our top striker, Mohamed Sinera. No, he spoiled all our chances yesterday. But I think he's trying to get the big.
No, it's the Chelsea way of doing things.
No, he was typical Nicholas Jackson yesterday. What I understand is he's trying to keep the goals aside so that he'll bank them when the competition starts.
But impressive that, some of the names you've mentioned are coming to train. At least it's not all about playing football, but having the exercise.
Born in
the fat like the doctors will always say. I think it will be fun. But my only worry is, the likes of Uncle Kemo, the Ismailas, but if you start training with them, first day, second day, send them with all the forum.
No, what we're doing is not physical training. We're just working with the ball. No guiding you prepare them a little bit because it's going to be a fitness competition.
Uncle Kemo, first day, second day,
He got a knee guard yesterday because it's gonna be morning till evening. You're gonna play maybe 3-4 games.
Yeah,
So if you do some little bit of training before get into the game proper, that would be difficult. After one game, you'll be finished. But if you get some days training, that will help us to make sure we push ahead.
Impressive. The first match, it's against the SJAG, that is the Sport Journalist Association. Gars yi mën a wax nag su ma mbokkay ñu ñëpp foofu lañ mbokk waaye wax rek la ñoo def suñu winee GFF moom
But you know one good thing about this is they've never beaten us. Yeah.
Seriously?
Honestly, seriously, look at that. The matches we played against the SJAG, we beat them on every encounter we met. That was what I was telling Nani. So we will bank on history to play on our side. No worry. Yeah, they say they are the dependent champions. They beat the Coaches Association 3-0, but they have never beaten us. So history will play on our side. We'll bank on that, and we'll edge them out.
Impressive.
Really.
Now, finally, we have to call it a day because time is up. Your final message, especially to the GFF again, I fans again.
Gambia GFF like you know people fans.
All right.
What we're doing is to get some of our players to come and train today and tomorrow, and let them be prepared. So there are some very good players that are missing from our side in the trainings, but we hope to get all of them so that the team will be wow, boom boom.
Impressive.
I want to ask, where is Mariama Bojang? Is it GFF?
No,
or SJAG?
She is more of SJAG.
She's more of SJAG.
Wow, but see,
all right. Let me know how it is.
She's like dafa nekk di hair coaching lifinam. Coaching, xam nga moom la guy dafa coach last time.
Moom lañ defoon coach.
So Palasam is very vulnerable now.
They let her prepare for a hard break then.
So lola. Philo, I think you two will have a word or two to say about the the stakeholders football jamboree. You are part of GFF. I hope we will see you once again, on your kits, and you come and be part of the team.
I am the chosen goalkeeper. I'm still good to go. Yes, I'll play on that day, and I'm going to surprise many. Yeah, because that post is mine, and I'm going to rock it that day. Yes.
No need to worry.
No, let them not worry about goalkeeping.
Their main problem was goalkeeping, because last year's edition, who was the goalkeeper? Ablai Jata.
No, don't worry.
It's your brother, but your brother was like, suppose on target is a goal.
No. No, that will be different.
Exactly. I know. All right. Finally, what will be your final message, especially to your, let's say your partners in women's football development? You have the clubs, you have the regions, the players. What would be your final message to them?
Thank you very much. My final message is this: I, Philomena Jata, I'm here for everyone. Don't feel like I'm from Basse, I'm from Nyomi, Region 1, Region 2, West Coast, and the others. Wherever you are, any problem that you have, come to me, call me. I'm available for everybody. See me as the person that you want. I'm here for everybody. So whatever you need, come to me, and I will answer to you. Every girl child, whether at the school, at the clubs, wherever you are, try, because you don't have to be great to start. You have to start to be great. So I'm encouraging every girl child. And one thing always I do emphasize, even at the school level, is education. Please, before, like, whoever is into football is like someone that don't know anything.
Yeah.
But we have passed that level. We have passed that level. So I'm encouraging everyone, every girl child, to also be focused on your education. Let us take it along. I took it along, and I don't regret it. Absolutely. I don't regret like having both academics and sports. So please, you too, you can do it. As we say, we said 50-50. What a man can do, a woman can do better. So let's prove to the Gambian football that you can do it. And the coaches, Madam Chorombay Nyasi, I'm saying congratulations. Thank you very much, Red Scorpion. You know, before when I was playing Brikama United, I used to tell them, Red Scorpion is my best team. They said, hope you not allow them to score more goals. I said, no, they are my favorite, especially Adama Tamba. Adama Tamba was my first choice, and you can see I was not wrong. She's really doing wonderful.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much, and every other coaches in any other division, whether first division, second, third, thank you very much, and I congratulate the female in the referee side, Aissatou Touré, and the crew. Thank you very much. Keep it up, and I'm here for everyone. Don't say whether I'm only here for the players or the coaches, even the referees. I'm here for them. I'm here for women's development. So see me as your right hand. So Philo is here for everyone, and together we move female football to the next level.
Thank you so much, Miss Philomena N. Jata and Mr. Ibrahim Anyasi. And thank you so much, you out there, for taking time, to watch us. And of course, we are so much grateful to all of you. The goodwill messages, the messages of appreciation. These are the things that push us and it keeps us going. So we are here for you, and thank you so much to the crew behind the camera, Mariama Koma, Omar Toure, and the producer Mariama Bojang. Why producer am dude mut dafa lifin fi munela yo as the presenter yo ya wara waki but she's very passionate. She will do everything that needs to be done. Amadou Oba, he's not around, but he too has played a great role in what we have today. And, our boss, Bakari B. Balde, Monyu de drive, Yobunyu Funeka, he's like, Nyunyo de Negasi Kanam Genyogis, but he's the brain behind everything. And also, Swing bigger boss be Mr. Babukar Kamara, the GFF finance department. Thank you so much. Senior Finance Manager Ismail Njai, kooku suñ #1 partner la suñ luñ soxla rek ci mom lañ tay dem, and Kemu, Dauda, they are all very helpful. GS and every staff at the GFF, we are pleased and grateful that you guys always support us. Anytime we need you people, you always come on board and share what you have with the public. So thank you so much. Until we come your way next week Tuesday. On Tuesday, we have something special, inshallah, on Tuesday. Just pray for us that muneka. I'm not in your plan. That's something we want. So hopefully on Tuesday it will be another special edition. So thank you so much, and thank you to the guest that I had, Miss Philomena, Alaji, and the two coaches, Amat and Lamin Sane. So thank you so much. Until you come your way, Dumalewa keep sporting, while Alewa keep playing football. Thank you.